very happy to welcome in our students from United joining us this morning, and our school appearances are all powered by milk and the Allied Milk Producers. Whole milk, whole nutrition, naturally. Our visit presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. And it is Indiana in the Morning. The principal at United is Justin Henning. He's on the line with us this morning with a whole bunch of students gathered around the phone. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here this morning. You've got a whole group of students there, and we're celebrating some achievements, huh?
Yeah, so it's been a while since we've been able to connect, but our students have been representing us well at a broad range of state and national competitions. So just wanted to highlight some of those performances this morning.
Absolutely. So let's meet some of them. We've got Hannah Rudnik with us this morning, and she's actually on for two accomplishments. So let's talk to her this morning. Hannah, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Hannah,
how are you?
I'm wonderful. Are you a senior?
Yes.
You are a senior at United, and you also are seventh place in the state in visual design for the Future Business Leaders of America. The states, they were held when? Last week?
Yes, last week at Hershey.
In Hershey?
Yeah.
How was the trip?
Oh, it was very nice.
Yeah. So tell me about the visual design competition. What was that all about?
Well, I had to design a booth at a local farmer's market and present it to judges.
Oh.
And then you had to move on to the next round by placing in the top 12. So I was able to place in the top 12, and so I moved on to the final round where I presented to another round of judges.
I'm guessing this was not just a couple of cinder blocks and a board then, huh?
No.
You actually had to put some creativity into it. What did yours look like?
Well, I had a whole setup of a flower booth, and I used pastel colors, and I made everything look nice and cohesive.
Did you actually have to build it or just show it on paper?
Well, I actually brought in a mock booth, but some people did just show it on paper. I did it on both.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I bet you that was kind of cool to see. Some of the other designs that you were looking at, were some of them pretty creative? Did yours match up? Obviously, you did very, very well with it.
Yeah. A lot of other people did flower booths, but mine was different because I did a build-your-own bouquet bar, and other people just did prearranged flowers.
Oh, that's nice. Build your own. I like that. That's a great idea. And Hannah, you're also being represented today with the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association. That state competition was held as well. You and Anna St. Clair. Anna, are you there too?
Yes, I am.
All right. So we've got the Hannah and Anna show, huh?
Yeah.
So Hannah on flute and Anna, you played clarinet.
Yes.
Yeah. So when was that competition? Or was it a competition?
Well, we had to send in video auditions prior to going to the state event. Mm-hmm. And then once we arrived there, we received our results.
Uh-huh. So where was this held?
This was held at the Kalahari Resort in the Poconos.
Really? Wow. And these are really prestigious groups, of which you've been named, All-State Concert Band and All-State Wind Ensemble. Were both of you named in both of those disciplines?
Well, I performed in the concert band, and Anna performed in the wind ensemble.
Uh-huh. So Hannah, what did you play on the flute? What were some of the selections?
We played Deciduous by Viet Quang, which was a very abstract piece, and it was wonderful and my favorite piece of band literature I've ever played before.
Oh, nice. And Anna, what about you?
We played a song called Bamboo Shoots and City Streets, and it's kind of a mix-up and representing Japanese culture and things like that, so it was really neat.
Yeah, well, it sounds fascinating. Sounds like, and were either of you familiar with the piece that you played before you actually had to rehearse it and learn it?
Yeah, we weren't familiar with them, but we did get the folders a month in advance from the festival.
And so, did you actually have the chance to play in front of an audience?
Yes, we had our concert last Saturday at 2, and there was well over, I'd say, 600 people in the audience watching.
Wow! I bet you that was a thrill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tremendous. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's talk a little wrestling next. Gideon Bracken is on the line. Gideon, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Hey, that United Wrestling program, you guys are really strong, aren't you?
Yeah. It's traditionally been a wrestling school.
Yeah, and you proved it again this year. So you took 5th in the state in the AA wrestling tournament, huh?
Yep, 5th in the state at 139.
139. I was going to ask what weight class you were in. Tell me about wrestling through. For folks who don't know, it takes a lot just to get into the PIAA tournament, and to get there is a great accomplishment. Then to finish 5th in the state is pretty amazing. It really is tough, isn't it?
Yeah, so Pennsylvania, I mean, I'm not going to say it's the hardest wrestling state, but
Pennsylvania's the hardest wrestling state.
but it's definitely top 2 wrestling states in the country. And so it's hard to make it 2 states. So you have to place top 7 in our district, the District 6, and then to move on to regions, and then you have to place top 6 in the Southwest region, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make it states. So yeah, it's a hard road to states, and then it's fun to wrestle in the Giant Center because it's just a cool atmosphere to wrestle in with the whole stands and everyone there, you know?
Yeah, I bet. And wrestling going on all across that floor, all those different mat setups. I bet you that's great to see, especially from up above. But right there on the mat, wrestling it out has to be just a ton of fun. And I think one of the things that is really fascinating about wrestling is that some of these guys you've been wrestling against, even from across the state, you've been wrestling against these guys since you're in elementary school. And so you get to see them as their wrestling style develops down through the years, and weights get added on and weights get taken off, and people grow, and some people stay at a certain weight. So some of these fellas, you've been wrestling a pretty long time. You've been able to see their progress. Do you measure yourself against them just by, I can beat him now, but 2 years ago I couldn't? Do you do things like that?
Yeah, 100%. So like I always measure myself off like my practice partners and the people that I wrestle, like you were saying. Like we've grown up. I know a lot of people in the state. Like I'm friends with a lot of them because I talk to them at the tournaments, and like it's cool to see how you progress over the years and how they progress. It's just cool to look at that and see how you wrestled against them a couple years ago and how you wrestle against them now.
Yeah, and you wonder, after you complete your wrestling career in college, because you are going to UPJ, and that's a great wrestling program. What it's going to be like for Gideon Bracken in 4 years, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I always think about that. I have goals set for me in college, and I'm excited because I love the legacy that Akora left at UPJ, and now Tyler Reinhardt is a coach, and he's a great guy. Can't wait to wrestle for him.
I bet. That wrestling program is steeped in history, and you're going to add to it. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Gideon Bracken is 5th in the state AA wrestling tournament. Let's talk to Bo Bartlebaugh with us this morning, too. Bo, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Bo, we're talking to you as a junior national champion, 6-time national champion in turkey calling. Now, I've seen you before at some of the other events. I'm thinking you were honored, were you not, at the Road to the KCAC, the basketball championships?
That's correct, I was.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, and to do that, to become a junior national champion, that's really a cool honor. But it's a heck of a competition, isn't it? You're going against people from all across the nation.
Right, that from all over the nation. There's many states, many people from various states that compete at the national level.
I bet, just like Gideon, that you run into guys that you've gone against before, and they're probably saying, "Oh no, here comes that guy from Pennsylvania again, that Bartlebaugh guy. We can't beat him."
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually very good friends with a lot of the my competitors, and we, as we get older, it seems like we always compete against each other.
Yeah, I bet. So tell me, the turkey calls that you use. Do you do different calls for different competitions?
Yeah, that's correct. So there will be a panel of calls, so probably about 4 to 5 calls per each contest, and there is about 6 judges that will judge each call from a score from 1 to 20.
And so you really have to get through each round, don't you? Do you know what you're going to be calling next, or is it just something they toss out at you?
Yeah, so at the national level, the night before, so it's held at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. For many years it's been. So the night before, they'll give you the list of calls, and that night you really have to get your calls prepared for the next day for the contest.
I bet you getting out on that stage is incredible. What a great place that is, huh?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really something. I've been there, and I've seen some wonderful concerts there. So, Bo, congratulations 6 times. Where does this go from here for you?
So there's actually the World Calling Championship, and I have a world title as well.
You have a world title?
Yes.
Jeez, congratulations on that.
There's also the state level, which is held in Claysburg here in PA, and I have 9 state titles.
Yeah, the people aren't going to want to see you come into their competitions, Bo, because they know they're working for second place. Hey, congratulations, Bo. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And thanks to our entire visit from United students and Justin Henning, the principal, as well. We appreciate it. Thanks so much for being on with us today.
Thanks for having us.
There you go. The students from United, what a great roll of accomplishments they have there. It's Indiana in the Morning. It's WCCS.